Fascinating. That is quite the quip.
Maria just called, dear. The children are on their way to spend the afternoon here while she prepares for Jonathan's arrival tonight.
Wonderful! I can tell them all about this play I'm reading. It's called A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare.
I'm not quite sure the children will enjoy a Shakespeare play.
Nonsense! It's really quite up their alley. It's got fairies, so Lucy will be happy, and there's even a man who gets turned into a donkey, so I'm sure Isaac will find that very amusing.
If you say so, darling. I'm going to go bake some brownies and treats for them.
Brilliant, dear! I'll wait up front for them. No! Yes, that is such a funny little fellow. Uncle Walter! Uncle Walter! Oh, yes, there's my little favorite penguin pals.
Uncle Walter, did you know that Uncle Johnathan is flying in tonight?
I did! It really is exciting. Now, would you like to hear?
What? He's bringing souvenirs, and he's going to teach us all sorts of cool stuff about Australia.
Wow, that's fascinating. But have you heard?
Mama said he's going to bring us an instrument called a didgeridoo.
Music is quite interesting, as are all the arts. Speaking of arts, how would you like to hear a story by William Shakespeare?
Not another book.
Oh, but this isn't a book, my boy. It's a play written by William Shakespeare in the Renaissance era.
Boring!
Old plays are so wordy.
But that is part of the beauty. Listen, over the hills of Ordale, through the brush, through the briar overpark, over pale through flood.
I wonder if Uncle Johnathan will bring a surfboard.
Then you could teach us how to surf like cool surfer dude bros on TV.
Uncle Johnathan is so cool. I bet he is one of those cool surfer dude bros.
Well, I could be cool. Well, listen to this.
The brownies that just came out of the oven hot.
Brownies!
Yay!
Oh, well, I can be cool too.
Howdy ho, y'all. It's me, Melvin the Marvelous Moose Mailman, and I got some mail for y'all.
Oh, yes, Melvin. Why, thank you.
You're doing all right, Walt?
Yes, I'm just fine. Nothing you need to worry about.
What's got you down, pal?
It's silly, really. It's just... Melvin, do you think I'm cool?
You're not cool.
If you were a kid, would you think I'm hip happening with the times?
Well,
Thanks for those brownies, Aunt Noel!
Yes, thank you.
hey, it's the icicle children. The children of the icicle. Such cool children. Let's say,
Hey, Walter. Boy, those brownies were scrum-diddly-umptious, weren't they, Lucy?
They were good, weren't they?
well, howdy ho, kids.
Melvin!
Melvin!
What brings you here?
Uncle Jonathan's flying into town tonight, and Mommy needed us out of the way so she could clean.
Uncle Jonathan's so cool. He's from Australia, and he's bringing back souvenirs.
Well, he does sound like quite the outstanding gentleman. I can't wait to meet him. You know, I've got to stop by Hank's Diner for some mail.
That's a good idea.
Aaron works there today, Isaac. Isaac, we should go see and say hey.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, Lou. We can ask Uncle Walter first. Uncle Walter, is that okay?
Well, if they really like to go, again, ask Uncle Walter.
Walter, is that okay?
Well, as long as it's fine with Melvin.
Yay! Ooh, on our way, we can pretend like we're cool surfer bros like Uncle Jonathan.
Hang on tight, little dude. It's going to get away.
All right, you adorable hooligans. It's time to hightail it out of here. We'll be back later, Walt.
Cool Uncle Johnathan. How to be cool by G.G. Goose. Step 1. Find a cool nickname.
Good day. Yes, it is I, the mayor, just coming in for all my weekly local check-ins.
Oh yes, good afternoon, Leonard.
Are you alright, Walter? You seem a little distracted. I mean, more so than usual. You're not ill, are you?
Oh, no, yes, I'm just fine.
Oh, good. We wanted you coming down with something as our guest of honor enters town. Oh, yes.
Johnathan.
Did you know he's from Australia? I didn't even think they had penguins in Australia. I thought it'd be too hot for them. Then again, they're such small creatures, it would make sense.
Yes, I've heard.
I wonder if he's still in if he's in town, if he'd be interested in doing a seminar on Australian culture at the library. Oh, I'm sure he's well read.
I don't know about that.
Yes, indeed. You must ask him. As soon as he comes into town, I'm sure everyone in town would love to learn something from him. And being a native from Australia and all.
Why must I ask him?
Well, you're in charge of the library. It is your duty to line events, after all.
I suppose so.
Oh, I'm so excited for his arrival. I do hope he enjoys the Penguin Heritage Festival.
Why wouldn't he?
Well, he's so well-read and adventurous and cool. I fear he might not be any interest in our measly little town.
Well, good riddance to him if he doesn't.
Well, that was a little rude, I must say. Walter, that's not like you. Are you sure you're not ill?
I'm just fine. I'm fine. I'm just a little tired.
Also a little grumpy. It would seem I suggested you get some rest before Johnathan gets into town. Wouldn't want you snapping at our guest of honor.
Indeed. Leonard, before you go, I have a question for you. Do you think I'm cool?
When I look at the time, I really must be going. There's so much preparation to be done.
Walter, there you are. Have you seen the children?
Oh, yes, dear. They were with Melvin to go visit Aaron at Hanksteiner.
Oh, thank goodness. I have been frantically searching the house thinking I lost my brother's children. Why didn't you tell me they were going with Melvin?
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I intended to, really. I just been a little distracted.
Oh? What's got you so glum, sweetheart?
It's silly, really. Just... Well, darling, do you think I'm cool?
No, not in the slightest, dear.
I was afraid of that.
What does it matter whether you're cool or not?
It's just, everyone's going on and on about how cool Johnathan is.
Walter Bearington! Are you jealous of Maria's brother?
No, the kids don't seem interested in me anymore.
Well, of course not. You're here all the time. They get to see their goofy oddball Uncle Walter constantly. It's not very often they get to see Australian surfer Uncle Johnathan.
I suppose you're right. But it wouldn't hurt for me to be a little cooler, would it?
You're delightfully eccentric, and I love you just the way you are.
And I love you too, dear. I'm going back to the library. I'll send the kids back when they get here. Well, if it ain't the most hip-hoppin' and happening children in town, Lulu and Zachy. What's up, dogs? You see, improper grammar makes it cooler.
Uncle Walter?
Are you okay?
I'm sick, yo, but in a cool way. Where's my main man, M the male doll?
Melvin?
He had to finish his mail run, but said he'd be back to chat later.
Groovy, man, groovy. I hope you had a gnarly hangout with little A-Man.
I think he had an accident and hit his head or something.
Uncle Walter, you're starting to scare me.
Nah, dog, no need to fear, yo. I'm cool and gnarly. Aunt Noel's in the kitchen cooking up some sweet rhymes for y'all's dinner. What?
I think I'm going to join her.
I'm out of here. This is weird.
For shizzle my dizzles, you have a nice time.
Aunt Noel, Uncle Walter's scaring me.
Yo. Well, I think that went well.
Howdy ho! Whoa! Hello! Say, well, what's with the get up, partner?
Yo, M-Dog, what's head poppin' and poppin', my guy?
Did something happen while I was gone?
Nah, bro. I just figured I'd be cool and hip with the times, yo. You feel me, dog? No? Okay. So the kids were going on and on about how cool Uncle Johnathan was, and just wanted to prove I could be cool too.
Walter, just 'cause the kids think Jonathan's cool doesn't mean they don't like you.
I know. But they were just so enamored with Jonathan's exoticism that anytime I tried to talk about Shakespeare or stories, they just thought they'd be interested in something else and brushed it off.
Just because they're too excited to pay attention to what you have to say right now doesn't mean they won't be interested in it later. They don't get to see their Uncle Johnathan very often. So, let them be excited about it.
I guess you're right. Everyone just seems so excited about Jonathan's visits that I think I just let the jealousy get the best of me.
That's alright, Walter. We all get a little jealous sometimes. Even some of the great Renaissance playwrights were jealous of each other.
William Shakespeare and his counterparts? Jealous?
Yes, indeed. In fact, in 1592, Robert Greene, who is an acclaimed writer in his own right, wrote one of his works compared to William Shakespeare to, and quotes, an upstart crow, beautified, and other feathers. He didn't. He did! With the phrase alone, he accused William Shakespeare of 1. Plagiarism, beautifying other feathers, meaning taking others' words and using them against his own, for profit. But
he wasn't, was he?
no! Robert Greene only said those things out of jealousy, because those words hurt William Shakespeare. I guess what I'm trying to say, is it's normal to feel jealous from time to time. But you can't let those feelings overcome you, or you might end up hurting someone.
Well, I would never speak ill of Johnathan.
You count as someone too, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, in your envy, you ended up changing yourself to something you're not. You hurt yourself by stripping away all those things that make you, you, just because of your envy and jealousy.
I suppose you're right.
You know, Shakespeare says, when envy breeds unkind division, there comes the ruin. There begins confusion. That was from Henry IV, Part 1.
Wow. Was it really? I've yet to read that one.
Oh yeah, no, it's fascinating. Fascinating play. Make sure you read all the Henrys, though, in succession. You see, back to back, in Renaissance era, they didn't have movies or TV shows, so these kind of acted as such. And all of the Henrys' kind of work is different episodes of the same plotline.